Hi everybody, I'm happy to be live, happy to be back, happy to be making a live video for you guys. I haven't been able to make a recording in a while because my laptop recording, I don't know, there's something going on with it. It's been acting really weird. For some reason I can record videos, but when it comes to like saving them, it the application or whatever, the like, it's like the computer, the program or the application that uses to save them, every time I go into it, it crashes, so I can't go in to open the videos. So, I know it's complicated, but it's easier for me to go live. So I am going to be here today to do my earth signs for January 2019. Here we are, and the new year. Many blessings to all of you, and I hope all of you are doing very well out there, and I hope your Christmas was great, full of food, laughter, love, enlightenment, and I just hope that all of you are just doing very well. So I want to get into it. I will be doing Taurus first. So I don't want my videos to run on for too long. Okay. Spirit. What do we have for Taurus? January 2019. Taurus for January 2019. Taurus, January 2019. January 2018. I'm going to shuffle. Okay. So Taurus, we have the Eight of Pentacles fell out in the beginning of the shuffle. And with the Eight of Pentacles, we're talking about something within yourself that you don't know specifically, that you have hidden deep within yourself. Something coming without into you, into the world. You're bringing forth this new hidden thing within you that you don't know that you have. What do I mean? I mean, like, there's something inside of you, Taurus, that you haven't brought forth into this world yet. Like, It could be anything, some type of talent that you have, that you've been working on, that you've been keeping on the low. It could be cooking, it could be running, jumping, any type of sports, any type of um, crafting, um, something that you've been holding inside and keeping on the low. I believe that in this 2019, it's gonna definitely come out and show, because this popped out really fast. As soon as I asked the spirit, what do you have? What do you have in store for Taurus? This popped out. Okay. We have also the High Priestess. Now, with the High Priestess, we know that we're using our intuition. And as Tauruses, we're very grounded. Tauruses are very grounded. They're very earthy. And Tauruses love to use their intuition because they're very grounded and very earthy. So, paired next to the High Priestess, you have the Magician. And the Magician is talking about becoming your own master, mastering your own mastery, if that can make any sense to you. What I mean is, if we go step back into the Eight of Pentacles, and you go back into that self-discovering, that talent that you've been hiding, and you go to forth into this Magician card, and you think you have that power to master whatever talent that is coming forth to you in this January 2019 brand new year. See, Taurus, you have this power. You have this power, and you have that intuition to go hand in hand. You're very earthy and you're very grounded to use that intuition, and tied with the intuition, tied into the Magician card. That's a really, really strong connection to have. So, following, excuse me, following that, we have the Eight of Wands. Okay. With the Eight of Wands, we're talking about fast movement. Things are going to be moving a little bit fast here. If you look and see, we've got some wands, and they're kind of just going. Whatever this talent holds for you, it's going to be bringing something. And whatever that brings, whether it be just in general more activity, more friendship, more work, things are going to start moving quickly in the new year. Okay? And with that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? And with the Knight of Pentacles, You have somebody very reliable, something reliable, someone. It could be yourself, it could be somebody that you know of, but this knight is somebody reliable, and it is a eventual positive outcome. So, and the knight shows up right underneath that Eight of Pentacles. So this positive outcome with a reliable person shows up right beneath this newfound hidden talent that you have, and you know you have, but you just haven't really came with it yet. Could be yourself, because sometimes all we have is ourselves to rely on. Or it could be somebody that you have, and that other person is your backbone. You have the King of Swords energy following the Knight of Pentacle energy. The King of Swords energy is very swift. Excuse me. It's very swifty and chaotic. When I mean chaotic, I don't mean like he's super crazy, super, but the King of Swords is a man of he's a man of like a man of law. He likes to uphold everything to the word. If you say something, you better hold it to it, because this is the guy that's gonna come for you if it doesn't stand. That energy is playing a big part in this reading, because I see that if I'm seeing here, Taurus, the King of Swords. Let me see. We'll come back to that one. And then we have the Two of Swords. Sorry. So, and then with the Two of Swords, the Two of Swords is telling us that, Two of Swords talks about stalemate. What that means is, relationships go bad, or relationships aren't really there. Things between you and another person aren't really relevant. Things aren't supposed to move forward, such and such of that matter. I see a connection here between this King of Swords and this Two of Swords. There is a King of Swords in your life, Taurus. And this King of Swords, you're going to quickly realize that you don't need this King of Swords in your life in this new year. And you're going to take them out. Because when you do take them out, you're going to move on to the Three of Wands. And what the Three of Wands talks about is progress and progression. Talks about moving forward and moving into the right direction. Okay? So, and doing the right thing. You're moving into the right direction with the Three of Wands. You're going in the way that you want to go, Taurus. And with at the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles, which talks about balance. So when you're moving in the right direction, you're balancing out your attributes and the things that you want to do and what you want for you in this new January 2019 year. Okay, so I'm seeing that this King of Swords, you quickly realize that this King of Swords is no longer needed in your everyday life. You may keep this person around, on your social media or as an acquaintance, but you probably won't keep them around as a friend, everyday contact. And you'll quickly realize that with the Two of Swords. Cool. Nurture. Never forget to nurture yourself, Taurus, okay? With this new year coming up, I see that within this reading, you will be having a lot of things going on with the Eight of Wands, a lot of fast movement. Eight of Pentacles, you have a talent coming up within you, and you'll be using a lot of intuition with your High Priestess. Three of Wands, you're going to be moving with progression, okay? And with the Magician, you're going to be using your own mastery, okay? So remember that you need to nurture yourself as well. Don't forget that. And in nurture, in our chaotic modern life, it is easy to forget to take care of yourself. Your body and soul exist together. The health of one affects the health of the other. When you begin to take better care of your body, including getting enough sleep, your soul also grows stronger. Milkweed attracts butterflies, a symbol of transformation. Care for yourself and watch transformation unfold. All right. Thank you, Taurus. I appreciate you. And I hope that you carry this with you into the new year. Now I will be doing Virgos. I'll be doing my Virgos. Spirit, what does Virgos have in store for January 2019? Virgos for January 2019. Virgo, January 2019. One more shuffle. All right, Virgos. A lot similar to your fellow Earth sign Taurus. You have the beginning of your read starts with the Eight of Pentacles as well. The beginning, the Eight of Pentacles as well talks about a hidden talent. Many of you probably are starting off the new year with a talent or a job or your own business, something. A lot of you are starting off the new year with a good foot. And I'm very proud of you guys. I'm very happy for a lot of you. I love to see everybody start off the good year start off the year on a good foot. And that's what this Eight of Pentacles energy is all about. Especially when you're reading you're doing a reading for the beginning of the year, the first month of the year. This Eight of Pentacles, Virgo, we're talking about starting something, your own business, or if you're into some kind of sports or any cooking, crafting, like I told Taurus, and whatever that is inside of you, you're using it because you're followed by the High Priestess, just like Taurus did. And you're using that intuition. You're letting your intuition tell you it's right. You're letting your intuition tell you, I want this. This is what we want. Your body, your mind, your soul, you're saying, I'm happy. This is what I've wanted for a long time. This is what my family, if you have a family, this is what we've wanted for a long time as a family, as a whole together. And this is what, this is what's for us. And I think that that's great. I think that's awesome. You're using not just your eyes, but you're using the mind. You're being very mindful. Everybody's starting off with a mindful set. And with the Eight of Wands, things will move fast. So you got to be a little careful, because with fast movement, you can get a little caught up. Okay? So be mindful, because when things get fast, you can get caught up in a little bit of trouble. Right? So following that fast movement, fast energy, things going a little bit quickly, right? We have the Four of Swords. Okay? Four of Swords, we see that he's not resting easy. That's what I see. He has a sword, his hand on his sword, like he's ready to, you know, get somebody, and then there's these other three swords above him. When I see the Four of Swords, I see, the Four of Swords talks about resting and recovering. Okay, following of a string. Due to probably all this fast movement that was going on with these Eight of Wands. Fast movement with the Eight of Wands, and now you want to rest and recover with these Four of Swords. But remember, like I said, with the Four of Swords, I've never trusted the Four of Swords to be fully restful and recovered, because you always have to keep that one hand on the sword. So, like I said, be mindful, and just when you do get tired, because things will get a little bit hectic with that Eight of Wands, just be weary and make sure that you are taking time out for yourself. Make sure that you are checking what you need to check to make sure that things are not backfiring. Because the Four of Swords can be like a yin-yang. We have the Ace of Swords following. With the Ace of Swords energy, we like to talk about having inner strength and mental clarity. All right? So, like I was saying, like I was saying, with the fast movement and having your intuition, you also want to have this inner strength and also want to have this mental clarity. And the Ace of Swords came underneath your Eight of Pentacles. So your Eight of Pentacles is that talent, that thing that is inside of you that you wanted to come out of, that you wanted to come into the new year with. All right, and that you're bringing forth into the new year with. So with that, underneath it, you want to have this mental state of mind, of clarity. You want to be clear on the mind of what you want. You want to have your goals set. You want to have the mind set on your goals. You want to have their mindset on what am I going to do today? What is the company, or what is, you know, whatever that talent has in store. The Ace of Swords has that mental clarity and that mental strength that you need to get by with that goal in mind. That's that sword that you want to wear on your hip, to be like, hey, I got my strength and it's in here. You know, you think it's on your hip, but really your strength is in here. Following that, you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, now Virgos, you might be getting a little greedy, okay, because the Four of Pentacles talks about, if you see the man, he's kind of holding all those pentacles kind of tightly towards himself, and with that, it kind of talks about, you know, you're kind of fearing of loss. It's a fear of loss, or you kind of like being greedy, a fear of loss, a material focus. You're materially focused on one thing, or you're just fearing of loss. It could be a fear of loss of money. It could be a fear of loss of something going on in your life, person, place, thing. And this fear of loss comes beneath your intuition. So use your intuition when you think about losing something and having that fear, and you want to hold on to something tightly. Remember that you have this sense of taste, sense of smell, sense of hearing, okay, that you can rely on. If you feel as though you have a fear of losing something, don't always rely on what if, or what's going to happen. Use your intuition. Your intuition is always almost going to lead you to the right path. I guarantee you. It has. Manifesting, baby. Okay. Now with the next card, we have the Six of Wands. So following the Four of Pentacles, we have Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands talks about celebrations, okay? Celebrations and something to be happy about, something to celebrate, something to not be down about, something to look forward to, something to definitely look forward to. And the Six of Wands came beneath your Eight of Wands. So I know with the Eight of Wands talks about fast movement. So think about when things start to get hectic, just know that right around the corner there will be celebrations to come. There will be happiness to come due to the fast movement, due to this hard work, due to whatever strain that you have going on right now. It'll pay off. It's going to pay off. And we have the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is a swift movement, very swift movement, and he's very mouthy person. He's not a knight that you would like to mess with. Okay, he's very serious. He's very quick-minded. This person is not normally like a Virgo energy. So this person could be someone that you surround yourself with. I know if you like to think about the people that you surround yourself with, try to think on someone that is really not, I want to say, that has a bad tongue, and that doesn't really have no shame. This person, however, why would they pop up in your reading following the celebration? Following a celebratory event or a feeling, this knight shows up. And I'm kind of getting the feeling maybe you haven't met this knight yet, Virgos. Maybe you have and maybe you haven't, but something inside me is telling me that you haven't met this knight yet. And that energy will only be for the beginning of the first half of January. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and that is the general energy of this whole spread. And the Queen of Pentacles is a very she's a very worthy woman. Okay, she's a woman of worth, and she's a very capable and practical woman. So Virgo, overall in this whole reading, this Queen of Pentacles is here to tell you that starting off, you had that Eight of Pentacles, and she's there telling you that you're very capable and you're very practical of completing whatever goal that you have in mind, using that intuition of the High Priestess that you have in there, and you have that blessing of the Eight of Swords with mental clarity. Okay, and there is celebratory in your reading with the Six of Swords, so you have nothing to fear. I know you have Four of Pentacles because you are fearing of loss, but just keep in mind, as long as you have your intuition and that mental clarity, There is nothing to fear. Virgo, January 2018. Virgo. Clear your aura. And I think that's one of the main reasons why the Ace of Swords came up with this clear your aura, and you have that Ace of Swords talking about the mental clarity. You need to clear your aura and have a clean mind set in order to fulfill what you're needing to fulfill. Practice good spiritual hygiene just as you practice physical hygiene. Spend time with people and things or in places that raise your vibration, which is a great way to shake the aura free of unwanted etheric debris. Develop practices that, like a hungry toad, take care of spiritual pests and insects and keep your aura pure. Okay? Thank you, Virgos. I appreciate your time today. Now I will be doing Capricorn. Spirit. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising in Venus. January 2019. Capricorn, January 2019, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Capricorn, January 2019. Okay. All right, my Cappies. Give take a little stretch. So we have the Six of Swords to begin with. The Six of Swords talks about moving in from rough waters into calmer waters, okay? It can also indicate travel. With the right pairing cards, okay? But I don't see that here in your spread, Capricorn. So what I'm seeing here is that things were a little bit rough these past maybe 2 to 3 months. Not as rough as most. Some Capricorns maybe have had it more rough than other Capricorns. Okay, but definitely now coming into January 2019, things will be coming a lot smoother for you guys. Okay, so following the Six of Swords, you have the Star card. And the Star card talks about having hope. Okay, it also talks about healing and having optimism, and talks about having better times ahead. So like I said, with the Six of Swords, when I say moving in from rough waters into calmer waters, the Star card talks about having hope and healing and having better times ahead. Okay, so definitely Capricorns, there's better times coming into this new year. Okay, there's healing, there's better times, and there's hope coming into this new year, because I see that a lot of you were probably, like I said, not all Capricorns, but some Capricorns probably had it more worse than others. The last 2 to 3 months were probably a little bit rough for some Capricorns. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a very pretty, beautiful card. And the Nine of Pentacles talks about having money and financial success and material security. Okay? So Capricorns, you guys are natural workers. You're natural workers. You guys love to put forth work into your work because you guys like to have nice things. So with that, sorry, I just keep getting all these messages and it's distracting me. I can't, sorry. I keep losing my place. The Nine of Pentacles, right. So with the Nine of Pentacles, you have this financial security. So you're coming into healing. You're coming into hope with the star. You're coming into a lot of healing and hope into this new year. You're coming into financial security with the Nine of Pentacles. Following that, you have the Two of Pentacles, which is balance. So you're coming into your financial security. Your finances are secured. Your Two Pentacles, your Two of Pentacles, you're balancing out your more than one thing in your life. So not just your finances, Capricorn, but you're also balancing out your life, your love life, maybe your finances, your career, maybe you're getting back on your fitness and you're getting back on that treadmill, or you're starting to get back in the gym, and you're starting to completely balance out yourself again. This is a really nice, beautiful reading, Capricorn. Following the Two of Pentacles, you have an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Ace of Pentacles talks about the start of a successful venture. Normally talks about money, okay, because it's a pentacle, but it can also mean any kind of venture that you want to go on. It could any kind of venture that you decide that you want to go on. It could be the start of any successful venture that you personally decide to go on. Following that, we have the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is much like the Two of Pentacles, and it talks about balance. But because it's a cup, it's talking about emotion and one emotion between one person and another. Okay? So you possibly can be reconciling with someone from either your past, Capricorn, or a friend or family member that you haven't spoken to in a while. So with this Two of Cups, reconciliation is, and a balance is coming your way. So you have balance, you bringing into balance yourself, but you're also bringing balance into your emotional state. We have the Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords energy is very swifty, okay? The Queen of Swords, she's perceptive, ladies, and she's non-nonsense type, okay? That could mean this Two of Cups is the person most likely that is coming into play here. Into this Two of Cups balance, this Queen of Swords energy is this non-nonsense. She's very quick-witted. She knows what she wants. She has stuff to bring to the table because Capricorn has a lot to bring to the table. So Capricorn generally would want somebody similar to what they have to bring to the table. And Queen of Swords, woman or male energy is similar to that and has the type of potential to bring the same to the table. The only thing that I see wrong in here is that we have the Two of Swords following that. Okay, and the Two of Swords ultimately means stalemate and that things can crash and burn. So Capricorn, be very wary and be careful with this be very wary and be careful with this Queen of Swords, because things can crash very quickly. And I know that for Capricorns, things haven't been going so well with the love life lately. I haven't been doing much love energy readings. I haven't been doing much readings at all. But when I do get back on top, I will get to it. And I know how you guys are. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Pentacle energy. And the Knight of Pentacle energy is very reliable. So I'm believing in you, Capricorn, and I know that you are a very reliable young man, young woman, and this ultimately bottom of the deck card sums up this whole reading, and it states that you're healing, you're coming into a healing, hopeful new year. You're balancing out, you're coming into good finances, and you're very reliable to not only yourself, but to your friends and family that you surround. And things will start to look very hopeful in the new year. Oracle, please give card for Capricorn for January 2019. Capricorn, January. Whoa, that's too many. Awareness. Be aware of your surroundings, Capricorn. The Oracle wants you to be aware of your surroundings and the things that happen around you and the people that you surround yourself with. Okay? Just one second. There are whole worlds that are unseen by ordinary awareness. You have the capacity for extraordinary awareness. Work on developing your psychic skills and pay close attention to your dreams. Things are not always as they seem, and you will need all your senses, physical and metaphysical, in order to move forward. All right. Thank you, Capricorns. And I appreciate everybody who took the time out to come and view and take in the readings that I had in store for you guys today. And I will be back and I will be doing fire, water, and air as soon as possible. Okay? Take care. Stay loved and stay enlightened. Namaste.